Hey everyone, welcome to Mastering Your Emotions, a guide to anger management. The show where we're going to explore practical strategies to master your emotions and live a calmer, more fulfilling life. I'm your host, Jeremiah Callahan, and today we're diving into a topic that affects us all anger. Now, you've probably felt it that rush of heat, the clenched jaw, the racing heart. Anger is universal. But how much do we really understand it? In this episode, we're going to break down what anger actually is, how it works, and why it doesn't have to control you. So let's get started. First things first, anger is normal. It's not some evil emotion we need to eliminate. In fact, anger actually has a purpose. Think of it like your body's alarm system. When you feel threatened, disrespected, or frustrated, anger steps in to say, hey, something's not right here. And it can even be helpful. Anger might motivate you to set boundaries, stand up for yourself, or fix a problem. But here's the catch. When anger becomes too frequent, too intense, or completely uncontrollable, that's when it starts causing harm. So the goal here isn't to never feel angry. It's to understand anger so you can respond to it in healthier ways. And that starts with knowing how the anger cycle works. So let's talk about the anger cycle. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Suddenly, the car in front of you slams on their brakes. Your heart races. Your hands grip the steering wheel. And before you know it, you're yelling, even though they can't hear you. Does that sound familiar? This is the anger cycle in action. It usually follows 4 steps. Step 1, the trigger. That event that sparks your anger, like a car braking suddenly, criticism from a loved one, or feeling unappreciated from work. Step 2, your thoughts. How you interpret the trigger. Maybe you think, they're doing this on purpose, or no one respects my time. Step 3, physical response. Your body reacts. Your heart pounds, muscles tense, maybe your face flushes. Step 4, your behavior. How you express the anger, yelling, shutting down, or even slamming doors. But here's the good news. Understanding the cycle is the first step to breaking it. Once you recognize the pattern, you can interrupt it. Maybe you pause to breathe before reacting or challenge those thoughts like, is this driver really trying to ruin my day? But to do that, you need to know your anger style, which brings us to not all anger looks the same. Let's talk about 3 common types. The first being explosive anger. This is the classic outburst, screaming, throwing things, or losing control in the moment. It's intense, sudden, and often leaves regret in its wake. The second, passive-aggressive anger. This one's sneakier. Instead of direct confrontation, you might use sarcasm, give the silent treatment, or accidentally forget to do something. It's anger in disguise. The third being chronic anger. This is slow burn, constant irritability, resentment, or general sense of being on edge. It's like a low-grade fever for frustration that never quite goes away. So why does this matter? It's because recognizing your anger style helps you address it. If you're explosive, you might focus on pausing before reacting. If you're passive-aggressive, you could work on honest communication. And if you're chronically angry, digging into the root causes like stress or unmet needs might be key. Now, let's end this with a simple exercise. This week, pay attention to your anger. The next time you feel it rising, ask yourself, what triggered this? What was I thinking in that moment? How did my body feel? And how did I respond? Jot it down in a notebook or on your phone. Over time, you're going to see patterns, and patterns are where change begins. Now, thanks for joining me today. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it. And if you're ready to dive deeper into managing anger, head to rednosewellness.com to explore my programs or book a free consultation. I'd be happy to help. Now, remember, anger doesn't have to be the enemy. With understanding and practice, it can become a tool for growth. So until next time, stay calm and take care. And thank you for being you.